When you make bags, do you want to have a bag handle that has substance or is kind of floppy? Me, I kind of like the bag handles with a little bit of substance and stiffness. How do you get that without using fusible fleece? Because those are okay, they're kind of soft, and if that's what you like, great, not judging. I have done with webbing inside, which is this one right here. I have done with fusible fleece, and I like that well enough until I learned how to do the webbing inside. And then you can also do webbing only, or fabric handles with nothing in them other than just maybe like a lightweight or a medium weight, even craft bond on the inside for stability. So what's in here? This is a 3-inch wide strip of fabric, and this is actually with the fabric. So it is 42-ish inches. If that's how long you want the handle, great. I'm making this for an enormous bag that somebody's going to be putting over their shoulder. So you're going to take your 3-inch wide fabric, wrong sides together, press. Not necessary, you can if you'd like. And then you pin or clip, and then give it a 1/4 inch seam. So I got this straight stitch foot, which for making bags is fabulous. This mark, right, it's got 3 marks, 1, 2, 3. So this mark right here I use as the 1/8. This is a 1/4, and I call this a scant 3/8 because this whole foot is 3/8. As you can see, it's on the 3/8 line on my throat plate. After you're done stitching your casing, other one, which is this one right here, you're gonna press that seam open. If you do not press the seam open, and I can do another video when I make another handle. I didn't think about this until after the fact. Sorry about that. Then once you get that seam pressed flat, you're going to turn it. I use the Turn It All. I use this white one right there with the corresponding stick. So you're also going to make sure you get your webbing. I use 1-inch webbing. That's what the measurements for the 3-inch wide when you fold it in half is going to be 1.5-inch-ish. Unless your cutting is terrible. Mine isn't always right. But today it is. Woohoo! So you take your bodkin. I use this little guy right here. Super duper helpful, let me tell you. You open the white alligator clippy thing, stick your webbing in this part, pop it closed. It doesn't really work for narrow stuff, so just a thought. After you have run it through your casing, you are going to make sure that you have like 1/2 inch or less. I'd say between a 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch of fabric right here that you're going to then fold down. See how I have folded it? I fold the seam end first, and then I tuck the non-seam end in after. I use my ByAnnie stiletto to smooth it out and then clip it. And if you're wondering, this is actually a ByAnnie method that she uses in the MJ messenger bag handle. I did one for my daughter that way, and I love this because it gives so much stability to a handle. The next thing you're going to do is stitch. I do about 1/8 inch to top stitch. So it's going to end up like this. I reinforce both ends, not just where I started. Why? Because you have that end tucked in. So you need to make sure that it's reinforced on both sides. That way, there's no chance of it slipping out or breaking. I mean, would it do that anyway? I don't know, but I don't trust it. I know you don't get to see me sew any of it, but that's okay. I think you can find plenty of places out there where you see it stitched. But if you want to see the actual process of putting it together, let me know in the comments, and I can, I have plenty of bags around here that I do this for, so I can find one that I can do a quick I can do a step-by-step, this is how you do it, but you gotta let me know. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for watching.